Hello. Um, Good evening. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Veilcast. My name is Chitolumide, your host, and today we're having an awesome guest with us. He's a very, very interesting person. He's a front-end developer and he's a technical writer. So we are super happy and super pumped to have him here. So I would like him to do us the honors of introducing himself. So please, can we get to know you?
I'm Joel Olawande. I'm a front-end developer um, for various blog platforms and publications. Um, um, Stack Abuse and many others that I do just as a side. But I'm because of technologies like Vue, React, and some stacks like that. Yeah. So yeah, I'm also a student at the university.
All right, awesome. Thank you very much. So from what you said, you're a front-end developer, you're a technical writer, in so many like blog posts and all. So, and you mentioned something that really caught my eye. All right. So you said you were a student. Wow, that's nice. That's nice. So how do you manage? Like, how do you do all these things and you still remaining a student? Like, how do you manage your time and also?
I Yeah, this is actually something that is very to do with to manage your time. How yeah, because you actually know that this is something that you actually need in the future going forward. It's something that is very beneficial to you, just as the education is also very beneficial. So knowing fully well that both sides are very beneficial, so you tend to know how to um, make both, how to combine both, like how to do both together. Yeah. So try to share in school during the day, try to create maybe 1 or 2 hours to learn all these things and work here and see how things okay.
All right. Thank you very much. So now, there are a lot of people out there that want to, break into tech. All right. And they're like, I don't want to write code. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do that. So I'd like to ask you a question. Yeah. Is technical writing a technical position or a non-technical position?
Yeah, it's a technical position actually, since we said it's technical writing.
All right. So as a technical writer, what are like your day-to-day activities? So what do you do on a daily basis? If you're a developer, so you know that, okay, all right, I'm going to be building, I'm going to be maybe interacting with API today. So by a technical writer, what do you do? Like just explain for people out there that are trying to also get into technical writing. I've been hearing the technical writing. That's been a buzzword. I've seen people like make $1,000 on writing articles and all sorts. It's actually a juicy deal. I would actually want to make that kind of money. Yeah. So just talk about day-to-day activities of a technical writer.
Okay, yeah. So like we just said technical writing is actually technical because so and it's actually is a field that is very wide. So again, before many people try to like rate it as maybe like a side gig but it's actually a full profession in tech.
Wow.
Like because it's something that when you have a product, you just imagine using most of these technologies without reading a documentation or reading a manual or reading something that explains how the technology works. You understand? So it's something that just has to be good for anybody who has interest in explaining something and concepts in their own way. Like it's something that is actually very it's a field that is very nice for people to explore. So, on anything that is technical, maybe explaining how a concept works, explaining how a product works, explaining how to use a product, defining some technical terms, or explaining your technical journey. It all has to do with a technical. So I think we can refer to it as technical writing.
All right. Thank you very much. Thank you so much for that. So now, there are too many areas in technical writing. There are some that I'm aware of, and there are some I'm not aware of. So you mentioned documentation and all sorts. So as a technical writer, will you be writing documentations, or there are other areas in technical writing that a technical writer can like write on? Because I know of how-to articles, documentation, user manuals, and all this. Like, please, can you just shed more light on it?
Yeah, so like I said it's a very broad part.
Okay.
It covers a lot. You mentioned documentation, how to guide, user manuals, um, papers, and it covers a lot. But usually, people refer to tech guides, they tend to see it as maybe documentation. And some people try to dissociate technical writing from maybe technical blogging. Some people try to do I think it's all under the umbrella of technical rights, whereby I was right, how to guides, documentation, user manual guides, like generally it's in tech, like so they're all under the umbrella of like technical writing. Yeah.
All right. Thank you very much. Thank you so much. So now, getting started today, yeah, because right now I'm sure I'm not going to have a very, very nice sleep because I really want to like check this whole thing out. So what are the skills that I need, getting started in technical writing? Because I know one, yeah, if I want to write a technical article, the first thing I need to know is my language, yeah. If I speak English, that means my technical writing article must be in English. So what are the skills and things I need to know, prerequisites I need to be aware of before like jumping into it, not to make any mistake?
The guys I must know to write English definitely, or if it's any other language. But that one is something everybody knows. But the major thing is you should understand the technology, you should understand the product. Then having understood technology and product very well, then you'll be able to communicate and explain that technology or product in your own terms, in proper terms that bearing the user in mind, bearing the reader in mind, so that the reader is able to understand it. You don't really need to make it a vocabulary. To understand.
Okay, awesome. Awesome. Thank you very much. So thanks for that detailed journey. So now judging from your own journey, so you know, you were front-end developer before you became a technical writer. So I would love to like ask, like, what caused the shift? Like, what made you venture into technical writing? Like, what made you want to do technical writing and all sorts? And I would like you to like, mention some instances and maybe a few people you followed online that just motivated you and all sorts. So please, can you talk about that?
Um, so I was always looking for a platform to share my knowledge, like whatever I
Okay.
learn, I wanted people to understand how it works. Okay, and I also understood that it was part of open source, like the ability to give back to the community. Normally,
Okay.
the community has
Hello. Okay. I think we lost him for a second.
mind that you're giving back to the community.
Okay.
You're trying to make people understand what you know, sharing your knowledge. So that was one key thing. Then then Bolaji Adeji, see we see the founder of Facebook, um, um, many other Nigerians and even foreigners. When I read a particular blog, I try to look at the author. Who is this person that wrote this very nice article? And then I try to do some research and I see other things that person are written and I'm like, why can't I do this thing? So when I'm exploring the field, okay, how do I get into how do I start doing this? And then so talking about being a front end developer, actually you don't dissociate your is the fact that front-end developer, so like it's something that it's interwoven. Like, so I code I interact with this, I fix a bug, and I'm like, oh, let me explain. I was able to fix this bug by writing an article.
Okay.
So to start maybe writing for companies and then everything now evolved. Yeah.
All right. Thank you very much. Thank you so much for that. So now, you've explained a lot of things, and is becoming a lot of information. So, from the whole thing you said so far, I just feel like, I just like asking this question. So, what you're trying to say is that no matter being what's it called, a front-end developer, a back-end developer, a data scientist, and also you can still be a technical writer, right? All right. So, when you write your article and you publish it, obviously you're going to publish it on blog. So now, what's your like preference? So what I'm trying to ask you is that what are the famous blogs that you post your articles on, and is it advisable for you to like get your own blog up and ready? Because most of us will be having that kind of question. Okay, I need to like pay someone to like set up a blog for me, or are there other platforms that can have my articles published? And if you know those platforms, please you can highlight some of them.
Okay, so writing tech-related articles, it's always good to publish them on tech platforms that are like, okay, for instance, instead of creating your own blog from scratch, let's say creating a WordPress blog or trying to create a platform for you to publish your article, to actually take a while. You want to work on SEO, you want to make people read the article, you want to share it. But when there are platforms that they are already developer focused, there are a lot of developers all over the world. Platforms like dev.to, Ashnode, and maybe Medium, depending on how your followers are. Or but major when we have dev.to, it's majorly a developer focused blog that makes it easy for developers to create an account and actually publish their articles. Also, Ashnode to similar to dev.to. Very easy for them to publish the articles. Very nice. And when you publish your article, you don't try to look for who reads your article, how to make it rank well on search engines, try to understand stuff. Like everything is just short forms, and you click on the publish button, and your article is up there. So I think there are two major websites people should get familiar with for you to publish your article, maybe as a first timer, or maybe if you have been publishing elsewhere and you're not having good traffic. You consider making use of the and Ashland.com.
All right, thank you so much. Thank you very much for that. So now, all this platform might be a little bit complex and too cumbersome to learn at once, yeah? So what are the tools that someone needs, learn how to use when venturing into technical writing? Because there are so many tools out there. So what are the tools that you strongly recommend? Because I personally, I use one, it's Grammarly, so it helps me with my grammar and sentences. So, and I know of some, AI powered stuff. So if you can like list some, I'll be really grateful. So what tools do you use as a technical writer? You work for Code Academy, yeah? So what are the tools you use when you are like working on a daily basis?
Content so where you're not sure, or you're trying to post somebody and you're not sure whether that content is plagiarized. You might want to make it of Grammarly also helps checks for plagiarism. And you can also make it of some plagiarism focused tools like Qtext and the rest like that. When you go and you see a lot of tools like that. And it's very, very important for someone to understand how to make use of Markdown if you want to write articles, because most of these platforms, you actually write your articles in Markdown. Big organizations, or maybe you start writing for big platforms, most of them, they want you to submit your Markdown, because Markdown is it's very easy to work with. So they want you to submit your article in Markdown. So it's very easy for them to learn how to make of Markdown. So talking about tools, we mentioned Grammarly, we mentioned Flowboard, and also for writing your articles, you can write them on Dropbox, Notion, Google Docs, editing instead of Grammarly, checking for plagiarism instead of Q-text. Then maybe for documentation, you can use um, um, struggling to remember Gitbook, Gitbook, and the rest like that. Yes, I think I will mention that. Unless you want to sketch something, you can make use of draw it, yeah, and there are many like that. Yeah.
All right, thank you so much. Thank you very much for that. So now, how would you rate your experience so far? We're still going to talk about opportunities and where you get your gigs from. So, but how would you rate your experience so far as being a technical writer in just one word? In just one word, your experience so far. Sorry? I said, how would you rate your experience? Experience, like, how would you rate your experience in just one word? So far, like, just one word for it. Okay, okay. All right, cool, cool, no problem. So now, when you started off as a technical writer, so you will have written from some blog posts and some guest writing companies and everything. So can you mention a few and probably give us the whole gist and how you got in, what made your article stand out? There are so many ways for you to get into companies to write articles for them. You can either be a full-time technical writer in a company that you get to work with maybe the product team, the marketing team, and the dev team, or maybe you are a guest writer where you pitch article, or you are you're part of their freelance technical writer that you just maybe help them document their APIs and all sorts. Yeah. So like these opportunities, so where do you get them? And if you can list some, a lot of viewers out there will surely want to learn from you.
Depends on your stack also.
Okay, your stack, yeah.
I'm a front-end developer, so the company I write for, a back-end developer, I may not be able to write for such companies because most of these companies, they actually streamline the articles maybe to one direction. There's a front-end only, mobile, back-end, Docker, machine learning, that's what I say. Some projects you built, you understand? These are like questions most of these companies are. So I want to see, is this person who I hired is qualified? So it's also applies to technical writing. Now, most of them it tells you three articles they make sense, you understand? So you should just technical writing, yeah, that's the big going into it now. You just go, you just like, oh, you mentioned log rocket, I'm applying here now, yeah, let's go. And you're like, normally you have to first you have to get started, you have to write your first articles on all these kind of platforms like Gimdot, so I should try and put things out first. Then after writing some, you're like, oh, I think I'm good. And like these are very solid. I want to reach more audience. I want my articles to go far. And I also want to try and maybe make some cool money from it or cool income from it. Then you can also start reaching out to these companies. Like for front end, we have like Love Rockets, we have like Scissors Chicks, we have like Smash Magazine. Like there are a lot of them. I think Olumide we add a link to. I think he will add a link to the description of the video, like for people to get to like
Yeah.
a repository of companies that actually pay technical writers. So you'll see a list of companies that pays people to write for them. Um, and, yeah, I think I'm able to answer that question.
All right. Thank you so much. Thank you very, very much. So thank you for mentioning those companies, and um, I'm definitely going to put the link in the description. So for the sake of those watching this video, and you're trying to get started and everything, I'll include a link to a GitHub repo containing companies and the amount of dollars they pay. All right. So they actually pay in dollars. So you can actually earn a lot of money just writing technical articles. So Joel, thank you very much. Thank you so much for shedding more light on technical writing and all sorts. So I would love to get a word of advice from you to everybody out there, because there are people out there that some of us let me say some of us, yeah, so that we get frightened and we don't love to write, because there's a saying that says readers are leaders. So there are folks out there that don't even love reading, talk less of writing. So but they actually want to start technical writing. So what's your advice for them? What's your advice for them? Yeah.
When you develop interest in teaching, that's number one. Okay, and also, okay, you're asking for advice for people who want to get started, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so the first thing is, okay, master what you know first. Like master your skill, master if you're a front end developer, if you're a back end developer, master it very well. And or master the topic, master like what, so then like, okay, yeah, this is something I want to write on. You bring out the topic, try and break it down into outlines, like try and create an outline out of that topic, like break it down into bullets, so that you don't just start writing and you're like, oh, this guy is not supposed to be supposed to do conclusion. To writing, like there's actually a lot. So it actually has to do with how your own approach, like it's something that is very flexible. So but the major thing is okay, but there people get to read your article, they get to see your name. Like, who is this person that wrote this article and I'll be able to fix my bug? You go and go and oh, this is the person. Wow, you don't know who is who, the person. Like, well, maybe we'll talk to him if he's interested in the job that will locate him or like so you don't know who is who. So it's actually a very good question to put you out there. People get to read your article, not people within your locality, people from outside, they get to see your article. So write article and just write them just because you want to have articles out there. Write detailed articles. Not quantity, but quality, like something that people when they read. And like I said, create a very strong outline. Follow the outline, write your article, check for grammar errors, make sure there's no plagiarism, publish your article. You're good to go.
All right. Thank you so much. Thank you very much. Thank you, Joel. Thank you for taking your time. Thank you very much. So yeah, so guys, big thanks to Joel for coming on today's show. it's a very, very busy person, and it took her this time, to come on the channel to come and talk about technical writing. So just in case you are trying to get into technical writing is fast booming right now. There are companies are actually creating full-time roles for technical writers to come and document, come and write. So there are other areas that you can also explore as a technical writer, like a dev advocate and all sorts. So there are so many opportunities for you as a technical writer, so many companies. We have GitHub hiring an position right now for a technical writer. Google is hiring technical writers. So many big companies are hiring technical writers at the moment, all right? So you can start writing today. So that's just start writing, yeah? Just start writing. You can write you fix bugs, you can just write an how-to article. So it's awesome, yeah. Just start doing, all right? Just start doing something. So thank you so much for watching today's live session on Veilcast. So, and I really appreciate you. I appreciate everybody out there, watching, liking, and supporting the channel. Thank you so much. So please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. So Joel, before we go, please can you just give everybody out there maybe your social media handle, they can reach out to you, if you have any further questions. Okay, all right.
My name.
All right.
So from my Twitter, you'll be able to navigate to my other social.
All right. All right. Awesome. Thank you very much. So yeah, so guys, that's a wrap. Thank you so much. I love you all. Bye-bye and good night. Bye.